There's this one word. It just cuts through everything. It stops you in your tracks. It's a word we all recognize. But do we really know the story behind it? Its true weight? Its fascinating origin? It's often completely overlooked.
Yep, that's the one. Just hearing it gives you chills, right? 3 words repeated. It's the universal signal for an absolute life-threatening disaster.
I mean, we've all seen it 1,000 times. A pilot grappling with the controls, a captain on a stormy sea. It's always that peak moment of cinematic drama. But here's the thing. In the real world, this isn't a movie script. It's a last resort. It's a desperate plea broadcast to the world when everything else has already failed. Officially, a Mayday call signifies one thing and one thing only: grave and imminent danger, where lives are on the line. There is simply no higher state of alert.
It sounds so English, doesn't it? Mayday. But its roots are actually across the English Channel, and the story starts almost a century ago. Okay, so let's set the scene. The year is 1923. Air travel between London and Paris is getting more and more common, but radio communication, it's still in its infancy, and all that new air traffic created a really dangerous new problem. So enter our key figure, a man named Frederick Mockford. He was a senior radio officer at Croydon Airport, and he was the one tasked with solving this critical communication gap between two countries. Mockford's puzzle was pretty unique. You see, the old SOS in Morse code was fine for telegraphs, but they needed a voice call. Something simple, clear, and instantly recognizable to both English and French speakers, all over a crackly 1920s radio. And this is where Mockford had his stroke of genius. He looked to the language of the people on the other side of the channel. The French phrase "venez m'aider" means "come help me," and you can shorten that to just "Mayday," which simply means "help me." And just listen to that, Mayday, Mayday. It sounds almost exactly the same. It was the perfect solution. An English pilot could say Mayday effortlessly, and a French listener would instantly understand it as Mayday. It was a perfect linguistic bridge right in the middle of a crisis. Okay, so that explains the word, but the protocol is just as important for saving lives. Why is it always repeated 3 times? It's not just for dramatic effect.
Well, this rule of 3 is all about clarity under extreme pressure. First, repeating it helps the call literally punch through any radio static and noise. Second, it prevents any possible confusion with someone just, casually talking about the words Mayday. And third, hearing it 3 times leaves absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind. This is real, this is urgent, and lives are at stake.
And to be crystal clear, this is not for a minor problem. We're talking about an engine on fire, being completely out of fuel, or the vessel actually sinking. The threshold is truly life or death. To really get how serious Mayday is, it helps to know its counterpart, pan-pan. Pan-pan also comes from French, from the word pan, which basically means a breakdown. It signals an urgent situation, but one where there's no immediate threat to life. It's the difference between "we are on fire" and "we have a problem and need some assistance."
So you can see the hierarchy here is incredibly clear. Mayday is the absolute peak of distress signals. Pan-pan is a step below. And when a Mayday call goes out, all other radio traffic on that frequency must stop immediately. Everyone just goes silent.
So the next time you hear that word, whether it's in a movie or, and let's hope it's never this, in a real news report, remember its journey. It's so much more than just a word.
It's a carefully designed piece of history, a clever bridge between languages, and when you strip it all away, it's just a human voice, cutting through all the noise, asking the world for help in the most dire circumstances imaginable. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? From the SOS that it replaced to the medical codes we hear in hospitals, our world is just full of these vital, hidden languages. What other urgent codes are we hearing every day without even realizing their true meaning?